Namaste everyone, my name is Steven from YogaWorks and this is a 1 hour flow for focus. This is exactly what I do when I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed. My focus is scattered and all over the place, and you can imagine our focus is scattered because of screens and advertisements and things that we have to do, but also the current pandemic doesn't make it any easier because the rules are changing all the time, and there's different waves and regulations that we have to take into account. So often our mind feels a little bit all over the place. So what I do in this case is to move in a particular way, quite actively, but at the same time in a very simple and repetitive manner, so that my body has something to do, I feel nice and active, but my mind doesn't have to be super involved. I don't have to keep thinking what's coming next and how I'm going to get into this complicated pose. There's nothing like this in the sequence, just nice and simple repetitive movements. And I find this helps to bring your mind into a bit of a meditative state, to sort of find a resting place inside the body. Let's see what we can do, which kind of difference we can make in an hour. To start with, just sit comfortably on your mat. Doesn't matter how you sit, just find a comfortable place. If you'd like to close your eyes, and it's always nice to focus on the breath for a couple of rounds. And then straight away, can you make your breath very, very subtle and smooth? Don't breathe deeper, don't make the breath longer. In fact, just make them way more soft and subtle. Like there's a thin strand of air flowing in through the tip of the nostrils. And then a thin strand of air leaving your body. Just visualize this like a thin thread. Really soft, really gentle breathing. It helps to visualize that thin flow of air in and out through the nostrils. Try not to make any sudden movements. It's not like a big breath. It's very, very slow and subtle. And focusing on the tip of the nostrils, just feel that thin thread of air coming and going. One more full breath. Keep it slow, keep it subtle. Then you can open your eyes, come into a stag pose. So your feet are about a bit more than hip distance apart, and one knee is inside the other foot. Doesn't matter so much which side you start with. And then you can place your hands behind you to start with and just start to windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. So notice the feet are not moving, they're anchored down in one spot. And it's just the knees and of course the hips, and then the rest of your upper body is going to move with that. Side to side, just rotating the thigh bones and the hip sockets. Keep it nice and simple. You know what's coming. There's no like an incredible transition we have to do after this. We're just warming up the hip joints and connecting it to our breath and the rest of the body. If you want to try this without your hands behind you, it's going to take a bit more core activation. You can try that. Or if that doesn't feel relaxing and positive for your focus, then don't do that. Just keep your hands behind you if that's the case. Nice, let's do one more each side. Going right, going left, and come into boat pose. So we'll do 3 poses in a little sequence. This is the first one of the 3, slight little bit of core work, but we're not going to hold it. We're moving through it quite continuously. Then from here, spread the legs wide. You can push a little bit with the hands, lengthen the chest up, and then lean a little bit forward. It's early on in our practice, so just keep it mild, keep it simple. You don't need to push really hard. And then place the soles of the feet together. You can wrap your hands around, lengthen the chest up a bit. This is Baddha Konasana. And if there's space, lean a bit forward. Good, that's our third pose. We've got 3 poses. Let's cycle through them. Inhale, boat. Exhale, boat. Stay here. Inhale, wide legs. Maybe you do it without the hands. Exhale, just lean into it. Any amount, it's fine. Inhale, Baddha Konasana, feet together. Exhale, lean a bit forward. You can always use the hands as well. Inhale, boat. Exhale, stay, lift the chest. Inhale, Upavishta, this is called wide legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Baddha Konasana. Exhale, just explore it for a breath. Inhale, we're still doing each pose as best as we can. Exhale, stay. Inhale in wide legs. Exhale, fold a little bit forward if it's available. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, lengthen the spine. 1 more cycle through each. Inhale, I'll just count the breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's come into squat. So just place your feet. You can push yourself off with the hands and explore your squat with a little hip warm up in the simple sequence. We've repeated a few times, so that might help to sit a bit more comfortably. And then we'll do a simple sequence, a simple repetitive movement again. The squat is our starting position, and our second position is going to be a forward fold. Don't feel forced to straighten your legs all the way. It might happen, it might not. You'll see what feels best. So push your feet up and lift the hips. Push the feet down rather, don't push them up. That would be very strange. And then pull the hips back down into squat. That's it. Can't get any simpler. Lift the hips, fall over the legs, and then pull back down. Press the feet down, lift the hips, hang your head, and then come back to squat. So 3 more, nice and simple. Pushing through the feet, and then pull the hips down. 2 more, just think of it as flossing the backs of the legs, but also relaxing the mind with a simple movement. You already know what's coming, it's very simple. You've learned it on the first repetition, and now you're just going through it a few more times. That was 3, and then just straighten the legs. You can wiggle your feet closer to about hip distance. I'd recommend bend the knees a little bit. It's early on in your practice. And then just cascade your upper body over the legs. You can hold on to opposite elbows. Just a little moment here to gather your attention. Attention tends to scatter all over the place. Everyone wants a little piece of it. And then there's your phone, there's your computer, there's your inbox, there's your boss, there's the newspapers. So in our yoga mat, we just tend to bring everything to the center a little bit more, so that our full focus, our attention is at our disposal to do with what we want. In the case of yoga, it's a bit of introspection and self-inquiry, along with our movements, of course. Then hang the arms and start to roll up to standing, nice and slow. Nice. Let's explore some simple movements from mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Stretch out through the fingertips. Now here, I'm trying to keep the hips facing forward as I'm turning the chest to the side. Just explore that. Inhale, lift the arms up, face forward. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. The chest is turning, the hips are resisting the turn. Inhale, lift, face forward. Exhale to the right, right arm back. Inhale, up. Exhale, left arm back. Resist with the hips. Inhale. Keep the legs grounded. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time right hand down the right leg, left arm over the head, side bend. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, left hand slides down, right arm reaches over. Inhale, both arms. Exhale, side bend to the right. Use your breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, over to the left. One more each side, you've got this. Inhale. Exhale, simple, repetitive movements like a meditation. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Nice. Now, bend the left knee quite a bit. Straighten the right leg if you can. If you can't, then keep it a little bit bent. It's okay. Left hand, place it under your face, so a little bit in front of the feet. Start with the right hand next to your left. Then keep the legs as they are. Inhale, lift the right arm and stretch up. Maybe look up with your gaze. And then follow the hand as it comes down. Same side, don't change the legs. Inhale, lift up. Follow the thumb or your fingertips with your gaze. Exhale, come down. We'll do two more. Inhale, focus your gaze on the hand, nothing else. Exhale, follow the hand down. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale, slowly down. Well done. Second side. Bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg. I'm pushing down to the left heel. I'm leaning the left hip a little bit back. If left knee doesn't want to straighten all the way, then just keep it a little bit bent, it's okay. And then right hand under the face, a little bit in front of the feet. Left hand start down next to the right hand. Start to focus on your thumb or a point on the hand. Inhale, follow it with your gaze as it goes up. Exhale, watch your hand come down slowly. That's one, we'll do four. Inhale, open the chest, push down on the floor with your other hand. Exhale, go down. Don't lose the hand out of your sight. Inhale, follow it up. Exhale, slowly down. Use the whole breath to do this. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Release, bend both knees a little bit. Roll up to standing. Half sun salutation. Inhale, lift the arms, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold in half. And I always like to bend the knees a little bit. Just feels so much nicer, I'd recommend it. Inhale, flat back, hands to the shins. Lengthen the chest forward. You can even look forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise, let's go all the way up. Reach through the fingertips. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, same thing, nice and simple. Inhale, this is a half sun salutation. Exhale, reach and fold. Hang the head down. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward, lift high enough so your back gets stronger. And then exhale, fold again. You can rebend your knees. Inhale, rise, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. This time close your eyes. We're going to do one more like this. Inhale, eyes closed, reach up. Exhale, just feel your way in space as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, rebend the knees and fold. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale, rise, go all the way up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. As we'll add on to this, you can open your eyes. Inhale, lift the arms and reach. We'll start off the same. Exhale, fold and relax the head. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, the right foot back. Now keep the right knee lifted, push down onto the fingertips, and then lift everything a little bit away from the mat. So don't be too heavy and lean on that front thigh. Try to get a bit of lightness. Good. Step into down dog. And in down dog, rest your gaze on a point between the feet or between the shins or the knees somewhere. Just a point where you can look comfortably. And see if you can rest your eyes so that they're not darting around trying to find stuff to get interested in and distracted by. Just get a simple point that doesn't change and rest your gaze on that. We call that the drishti in yoga, the gaze. Inhale here. Exhale the right foot forward and come into the simple lunge again. Super straighten your back leg. Exhale, step to the front, forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up. Rise and exhale, hands to heart. Keep going. Inhale, takes you up. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fingertips down, the left foot back this time. Straighten the back leg. Push the feet down. Get a bit of lightness in the torso. I find it helps if you look slightly forward for this pose. And then exhale, just push back to down dog. How quickly can you find that restful gaze? The eyes that are not searching, that are not busy. Believe me, in a regular day, it doesn't happen a lot. Your eyes are always scanning the environment and probably scanning a lot of screens if we're really honest. So just let this be a little holiday from all that. Inhale here. Exhale, the left foot forward, push down on the fingertips, lengthen through the back heel. Exhale, step to the front, forward fold. Inhale, rise, go all the way up. Push your feet down. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, keep going. Exhale, we start off the same and we're going to add a little bit. Inhale, it's flat back, lengthen way forward. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, lift the arms, low lunge, just for a breath. Exhale, back to that down dog. Remember your gaze between the feet, between the legs somewhere. Inhale, shift forward, plank this time. So your gaze is shifting, obviously. Exhale, slowly down to the mat. Reach your hands back. Inhale, lift everything up for locust pose. Your head, your chest, your arms, and your legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back, rest the eyes. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, step to the front and relax the head. Inhale, rise, stretch up, and exhale, hands to heart. Second side, keep the same rhythm of breath. Inhale, just find a restful place for your mind. Exhale, down, even as your body is moving quite actively. Inhale, it's flat back. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back and left knee down. Inhale, the low lunge, pull your feet together. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Remember the drishti. Inhale, plank pose. You're looking just in front of the hands. Exhale, slowly down, take your time. This time, clasp hands behind your lower back. Locust variation, lift everything up, stretch your knuckles towards your back heels. The back heels, there's only one set of heels, I think. So those, and then push up, back to down dog. Where's your gaze? Okay, we've got it. Inhale, exhale the left forward, right knee down. Lift the arms one breath. Exhale to the front, relax. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Same rhythm of breath. We'll do one more round with some variations. Inhale, lift the arms. Root down through the legs. Exhale, pull yourself forward using your belly. Inhale, rise, strengthen your lower back. Exhale, the right foot steps back. This time keep your knee up and go for high lunge. Lift the arms. Totally fine if you have a little bend in the back knee. Exhale, down dog first. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, slowly come down. Your hands should be next to the middle of the chest, so not under the shoulders, a bit further back. Then roll the shoulders back and lift the heart. Just go a little bit, don't go too far. A mild-sized cobra. And then press back, downward facing dog. Feel the 4 points of support on the mat. Press the thigh bones a little bit back. Inhale. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee stays up. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, all the way to the top. Exhale to the heart. One more half a round and then we'll switch it up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Press the shins with your hands. Exhale, step left foot back. Keep the left leg straight-ish. Lift the arms. Pull the feet towards each other. Good. Exhale to down dog first. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Lean the shoulders a bit forward, bend your elbows, lower down. You should be in the right position and go straight into cobra. Roll the shoulders back and down the back and lift the heart. Look forward. No need to throw the head up. That's terribly uncomfortable. Find your drishti, the gaze, and exhale, down dog. The gaze changed to a new point. Inhale here. Exhale, left forward. Right knee stays up. Inhale, let the arms lift for a breath. Exhale, step to the front. Relax here. Inhale, take it up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Couple of breaths to notice the after effects of these simple sun salutations. If you've done any number of yoga classes, you've done most of these movements already. So hopefully the familiarity and the continuous movement just helps you drop into quite a focused state of mind. That's our focus point for today. Good. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Couple of times. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, which is the forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, which is the chair. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back.
Exhale, just step to down dog. Nice, now come halfway forward into a plank, so just a little shift forward with the shoulders. Place the right hand a bit further forward than the left. Roll onto the outside of your left foot. I like to have left foot, outside of right foot, sorry. Left foot in front of the right. Lift the left arm up. There's also option of stacking your feet on top of each other. It's a bit harder for balance, but I quite find this one is quite positive. You can squeeze the inner thighs. You got some more leg engagement in this option. Nice options is child's pose after this. You can do down dog, or you can just lower the hands and go straight into chaturanga or something similar. I'm going to do up dog and down dog. If you want to stay with locust or cobra, we've done cobra before, then that's also perfect. Good, halfway to plank. Left hand, step it about a hand's distance further forward. Roll onto the outside of left foot, and then right foot, I want to place mine in front of the left. Lift the right arm. If this is really too hard, just place your top foot halfway to help a little bit. But see if you can just hold for a moment. Maybe lift the gaze up towards the top hand. There's your drishti. 3, 2, 1. Get out of there, maybe chaturanga, maybe vinyasa, or maybe a little rest. Sometimes it's nice to keep moving, to get out of your head. And sometimes it's nice to take a little break because yoga can also get overwhelming, and then child's pose is always available, of course, you know this. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Good, and step your right foot forward. Bring both hands to your right knee. And then we're going to start to lower the back knee down really slow. 3, 2, 1. Just check where the mat is light as touch. I'm going to lift back up, not in one go, but really slow. 3, 2, 1. To all the way straight if you can. Rebend. Oops, I'm wobbling a little bit this morning. Start to bend again. 3, 2, 1. That mat is lower than you think. Or than I think, I should say. Start to lift. 3, 2, 1. To straight-ish. Let's do one more. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. If you're shaking, that's actually a really good sign. And then lift back up to slower. 3, 2, 1. To straight downward facing dog. In down dog, step the feet a little bit closer. So it's slightly shorter down dog. Not much. Reach right hand to left ankle or lower leg. Pull the chest through. Nice. Here's a little flow. Inhale to center. Exhale, swap sides. Left hand to right lower leg. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Each side. Inhale. Center. Exhale. Right hand, left chin. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand, right chin. Back to center. Normalize your down dog. Step the left foot forward. Come up, hands to the front knee, to the left knee. We're starting to bend the back knee really slow. 3, 2, 1. Trying to find the mat, a really soft touch. And then lift back up, not in one go, really slow. 3, 2, 1.
Oh dear, I'm already shaking. It's only the first one. How are you doing? Start to bend. 3, 2, 1. Where's the mat? Ah, there. That low. 3, 2, 1. Lift up. One more go. Here we go. Start to bend. 3, 2, 1. Soft touch on the mat. 3, 2, 1. So it's not always the most complicated stuff that brings you the most benefit. Sometimes just really simple like this, just lowering the knee in a lunge, that could make a huge difference. Down dog or chaturanga, upward facing dog, or another back bend, downward facing dog. Good. Step right foot to right hand. Turn the left heel down and just make sure there's a bit of space between the feet. So I like right foot a bit to the right, left foot a bit to the left. It's going to help you with your balance in this pose. And then come up, have a good bend in the front knee and juice up that back leg. Just really press it down. Facing forward with the chest, lift your arms. This is warrior 1. Again, we're doing simple sequence of 2 poses. This is the first one. The second one, straighten a little bit through the front leg. Lower your fingertips down. If you need blocks under the hands here, that's totally fine. And then I'm pulling that right hip a little bit back. So this is our second pose. We're going to rotate between the two, drop into the simple movement, and let your mind relax. Rebend the front knee. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, pull the right hip back. Forward fold, pyramid. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the arms. Exhale, fold, and nice hamstring stretch. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, refold. Nice. Downward facing dog. There's always the option of child's pose, just rest back. And then there's the option of moving through a slow vinyasa. It's not a rush. Exhale to downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, start to come back to down dog. Good. Left foot to left hand. Right heel down, as we did before. A little bit of space so your feet are not in the same line. You can do the feet in the same line, but I find it more positive and more spacious with a little bit of space. Try it out and then do what you like. So I'm bending the front knee. I'm pressing the outer edge of this foot into the mat. And when you face forward, lift the arms. Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, our second pose, fingertips down. Pull the left hip back. A version of pyramid. Rebend the front knee. Lift the arms. Strong back leg. Warrior 1. Exhale. Long spine. Long front leg. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, Parshvottanasana. Good. You can rebend the front knee. You can step back down dog. There's child's pose if you need to take a breather. And if you want to keep moving, because we've been moving quite continuously, if you like that kind of activity, then you shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. When I'm a bit overwhelmed or unfocused,
I don't want to do anything complicated. I want to keep things quite simple, but that doesn't mean that I'm just needing to rest or do yin yoga. Not that there's anything wrong with the yin yoga, but for me it really helps to be nice and active, but in a simple, consistent way. Good. Step right foot between the hands. Turn the left heel down. Align the heels and then bend the front knee. Warrior 2. Stretch the arms out to the side. Nice. Take a moment. Amazing grounded pose. This is one of my favorite ones to gather my focus. So see if you can do that. Move your gaze over the front fingertips. There's the drishti. Let this be nice and simple. Good. Then inhale, reverse warrior, hand down the back leg. Lift the right arm up and over. And exhale, right elbow to thigh. Left arm reaches up. We've got a simple flow again. You know it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Try to keep the legs the same. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lean back. Stretch the right side of your body. Exhale, maybe that right hand goes down if you got some more space. Left arm over. Last one. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, last one. We're holding, you know the options. Elbow to thigh, fingertips down, or the full bind if that feels it's within your reach and it feels positive and it helps with your focus, then do it. If it doesn't help with your focus or you're starting to get a little bit more stressed when you do this, then rather do one of the other options. Good. Hands down, undo it. Downward facing dog, vinyasa, or child's pose. I'm going to do child's pose just for 2-3 breaths. Good. Start to come back to down dog if you're resting. Left foot between the hands. Right heel down. Open the arms. Warrior 2. Once you've made all the adjustments, you found your placement, look over the front hand. Fix your gaze on the tip of the middle finger and relax and focus at the same time. So it's a soft, relaxed kind of focus. Inhale, reverse, top arm up and over. Exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right arm reaches on the diagonal. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. 2 more. Inhale, there's some variations coming, but if you're happy with what you were doing, then please continue. Otherwise, maybe hand comes down, top arm over. This is the same pose with a little variation. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, elbow to thigh, option 1. Hand down, option 2. Full bind, option 3. It always, I don't know how to say it so that it doesn't sound like the full bind is the best option. It may not be. In fact, I'll be honest with you, my favorite option is elbow to thigh. In my home practice, I'm doing this one far more than the other ones. So just choose wisely and don't get hung up on what seems to be more advanced or more or less beginner, because that's not a great kind of focus. Downward dog, child's pose, or vinyasa. Make your choice. Good. Slowly come back up. Stand at the top of the mat. We're going to do one balance pose and one more standing pose.
And then we'll take it easy, we'll stay close to the mat for the rest of the practice. Ground the left foot down, bring your right knee up into the chest. Nice. Here's a really good focus test. It's a balancing in tree pose. So start to get the basics right. You're rooting down to the bottom leg. Your center is strong and calm. Your gaze is focused on one point. And your breath is flowing with ease. Then hold the ankle of the right foot. Place it inside the left foot, left leg. Oops, I'm already falling out, so maybe don't copy me. Don't look at me. And then press the foot inside the thigh, bring hands together to the heart. This is a balancing pose, so falling out is part of the practice of balancing poses. So don't get thrown off completely if you wobble a little bit or you put your foot down. It's a small thing. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift up. We're doing simple movements just to challenge our balance a little bit more. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale, lift. Reach through the hands. Exhale. Good. Shake it out. One more side. Here we go. Find a good spot for your right foot to root down into the mat or the floor. Left knee, bring it up with the hands. Start to go to your little checklist. Right foot rooting down. Check. Breath nice and slow. Check. Gaze focused and unwavering. Check. When you're ready, bring left foot inside right thigh. You fall out 20 times, nobody cares, just come back. Hands to the heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, keep your focus intact, even if you wobble or you lose your balance. Inhale. Rise. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale. You've got this. Exhale. Nice. Place your foot down. Step the feet wide. You might need to turn to the side. Parallel the feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Lean back a little bit. Exhale, lean forward. More forward, until you stop. You'll know when that's the case. You can just place the hands down and hang out here for a little bit. If there's more space in your pose or in the joints, then you can always walk your hands a little bit back and allow the head to go a little bit lower. But if you're sort of halfway and you're feeling a good stretch at the back of the legs and inner thighs, you're in the right place, just stay there. You can make this really active. You can push and pull to get deeper. But I recommend to just hang down and you just use the strong foundation of your legs to keep you up. You can even lift the kneecaps so your quads are active and then your upper body is able to just drape down from that place. Good. Slowly come back up. Turn towards your one leg, and we're going to bring right knee into pigeon pose. If it's your left knee first, then that's also going to work. I'm just saying right knee so I don't get confused later on. Stretch the left leg back and lift up onto your fingertips. Nice. Here's a little moment. Active pigeon pose. Press the floor down with your legs, your front leg and the back leg. And what I sometimes like to do is just to pop the back leg into my
left hand or into both hands. That's also an option. And I quite like the outer hip stretch on the right and the quad stretch on the left. If it's hard to hold your foot, you can just lift the foot, which is great to strengthen the hamstring. You can also use a strap, or you can just leave the foot down. It's totally fine. And then release the foot and just for a moment fold in. Now, more and more towards the end of this practice, we'll take our awareness inwards. We've worked with the body, done some nice active, very simple sequences. Some nice repetitions so that we were able to drop into a more relaxed state of mind, a deeper level of focus. So now we're exploring that more by dropping in more and more to the inner experience. Gently lift back up and then just swap legs. Just find a way you can go to down dog, but you can also just sort of crawl and shuffle into it. It's fine. You're at home doing online yoga, so there's really nobody checking right now. And that's totally how I move around in my home practice. It's not always a graceful transition. Sometimes you just get it done. Nice active pressure of the legs down on the floor, on the mat, and a bit of lift in the chest. I like to push up on the fingertips here. You can stay here, this is great. Or you can pop your right foot into the right hand, maybe both hands can hold that foot. And don't turn sideways, just try to stay facing forward with the chest, with the shoulders. There's some options for the back foot I forgot to tell you in the first time. You can push that heel closer to your buttocks, or my favorite is to actually kick the foot into the hand and put some tension into that system. And then release that. Fold in. Take a moment to turn inwards. Nice introspective pose. In the end, yoga is the process of self-inquiry. Self-inquiry into what our body is capable of and how our minds, emotions, energies are functioning. This is what we're studying on our mat. We're not just doing a series of poses. We're paying attention to what is happening in every moment. That's a different kind of awareness. And then this awareness will serve you in whatever work you do, relationships you have, or activities you engage in. You can take it with you wherever you go. And then lift back up. Just swing that right leg forward and come to lie down on your back. Preparing for bridge pose. You can always look to the side. It's quite hard to get your feet parallel and about hip distance, but do the best you can. Then for this one, I want to teach you a variation that I've been really enjoying in my home practice. Start to bring your hands into this karate chop with your fingertips up towards the ceiling and push the elbows, the triceps, and the back of the shoulders down. And then without lifting the hips or the shoulders, start to arch your back. So the middle of your back is lifting, the lower back is lifting. You're lifting most of the spine off the mat. Most of the rib cage is lifting, except the shoulders and the hips are still grounded. And you can help this by pushing the elbows down and pushing the upper arms down. So really hollow, really lift the chest and the front body, and then exhale, release. Just rest your hands on your belly or on the mat for a moment. Feel the breath under your hands. Good, round 2. Press the elbows down, lift the fingertips up, karate chop. Same thing, we're pressing the elbows and then arching the back. So keep the shoulders down, keep the hips down for now. Just lift the heart, lift the rib cage, lift the belly. Keep that. Start to push the feet down. So now the hips are also lifting. You're just on the top of the shoulders. And then keep pressing the elbows, the triceps down. Nice. 2 options here to transition. You can either just clasp hands, wiggle the shoulders a bit closer together. Or if you feel really open in your back bends and you feel this would add to your practice, you can do Urdhva Dhanurasana, the full wheel pose. So make your choice and take a few breaths, maybe 3 to 5 breaths. Nice opening in the front body, nice strengthening the back. And then wherever you are, prepare to come down. Take a moment. Good. Half happy baby. Hold the right foot, right ankle above right knee. You can either hold with 1 foot or 2 and gently pull down so that your knee goes alongside the right rib cage or in that direction. And place the right ankle on your left knee. Reach the right arm through the legs and hold your left shin or your left thigh, wherever you can hold. And just rest in this supine pigeon for a moment. There's some things we can do to deepen the stretch in every pose, but sometimes it's just really nice to just hang out in like quite a mild version of it. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to get the deepest stretch ever. I'm just trying to keep my focus and end the practice in style. Good, release that leg with your hands, but keep your right ankle on the left knee. Then all we're gonna do is drop the whole thing over to the left side. So your foot is still outside your left knee. What I like to do is push or pin that right foot down with the left hand and open the right arm to the opposite side. It might be quite a mild stretch, but I really enjoy how deep into the outer right hip this gets. And how restful the body can be in the pose. Not all the poses have to be super strenuous. And then undo it, just release. Come back to almost like a bridge preparation. And then bring left knee into half happy baby. The left hand can gently pull down. If your foot is too far away, you can hold your ankle or behind the knee. It's the same pose, just to modify a little bit so it becomes accessible. And just take a few moments to let that knee relax down. And then left ankle, right knee. The left arm goes through and holds the right leg. And just rest back, relax your shoulders. Get as much of your back to touch the mat as possible. And enjoy the simplicity of these poses. We're close to Shavasana, so see if you can get into that mind space. Even though your body's still doing a couple of stretches, your mind doesn't have to be super intensely active. You can just rest back. And then release the hands, drop the whole construction over to the right. I like to pin that left foot down with the right hand and reach left arm to the left. And just relax here, let the outside of the left hip gently open. And then slowly release. Start to stretch the legs out for Shavasana. Stretch the arms away from your body as well. Turn the palms up and use the next minute or so to get 20% more comfortable. Just shuffle around, adjust this, move that, until you're like, yeah, this is it. This is just right. And once you've found it, commit to just a minute or two of no movement. Unless if you really have to, of course. Can you be still? You close the eyes and rest your eyes back in the eye socket. Rest every muscle in your body. Let go of any control over the breath. The breath knows what to do better than your thinking mind. And then can you even relax the brain in the head, in the skull? Just imagine the brain resting back to its ground. Just resting. And then start to take a few deeper breaths. If you've got a little bit more time, it would be amazing to just extend your Shavasana for 5, maybe 10 minutes if you can. But if it's time to go, then you've done a good practice. Some active sequences. A nice relaxing end. So start to move your hands and move your feet. Bend your knees, roll over onto your side. And then bring yourself up to sitting. Place your hands together in front of the chest. Give thanks, touch your hands to your forehead, to your heart, and bow to yourself on the mat. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste, everybody. Well done for showing up, for taking a moment, for even though you're overwhelmed, your focus is scattered, to keep returning to your practice and to your mat. It's not going to disappoint you. I hope you've enjoyed this focusing flow, or flow for focus, and I hope to see you here again really soon. Take good care.